Willi.
Yeah, thanks Islam, thanks to all of you that I can address this important thanks that I can address this very important meeting. First, I wanted to speak on how we can connect the struggle in support of the Palestinian resistance to defending Russia in order to bring down the US empire. But this morning Moreno from Italy did already explain this. So I needed to adapt a little bit my speech. And I think I want to explain the connection between the Palestinian resistance, the importance of the Palestinian resistance, its impact on Europe, but also how we can contribute to support the Palestinian resistance. And you have seen all that the tremendous resistance against this genocide developed a powerful solidarity movement all across Europe. Nearly in all Western European countries, you had hundreds of thousands of people on the street, not once, but for weeks, for months, for years. And this movement took roots. No, it became a movement which brought many different segments of society into movement. Some left liberals, some Christian, many Muslims. This is also important because Muslims used to be quite passive for many reasons, but now they came into movement. And so we had an alliance of many very diverse forms, because do remember that within the left you have also a Turkish problem, in the sense that there's strong secularist tendency, not wanting to have the Muslims with them. And all of a sudden we were all together in the movement. No? So, and not once, many, many times. So this does make an impact. And also the elite, the movement is so powerful, mainly also in the USA, that the elites know this genocide is not for free. They will have to pay a price for it. It's first of all what is happening in Palestine, what is happening in the Arab world, but also if they continue this way, they will have to pay a political price for this. And this is a very important point. We don't have the hubris to say we will end the genocide, no, but we will contribute to put a brake on it. And it's clear, such a deep and strong movement also touches other questions. And one of those questions is this fake anti-fascism. You know that most of the European countries, they call themselves anti-fascist. No more Holocaust, blah, blah, blah. And they still continue to tell this lie. At the same time, they make the biggest genocide since the Second World War. Every day, they fully support genocide. And people are not stupid. People are not stupid. They see all this talk about anti-fascism, about democracy, about equality of everybody, is a blatant lie, because they support not only apartheid, they support genocide, and everybody sees that. So this type of anti-fascism is becoming something which is many people understand that it's a lie. And this is very important, because since decades they rest on this, they use this, and we are about to split transatlantic anti-fascism and rebuild something new, which is not anti-fascism, because there is no kind of fascism in the West. There's maybe in Israel there's a kind of fascism. What we face in Europe is authoritarian rule. We go into dictatorship, because not on the Palestinian question, you see it very clearly. The elites are fully with Israel, and the majority of the people are with Palestinians, or at least against the genocide. So you have a full split, and the media which should be part of the democratic system, and the parliament, blah, 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 they all are with Israel, but the majority is with Palestine. So this does not fit, and this is why they need to go into more dictatorial ways of ruling, and this is not the only question. So the second thing we are doing is to try to defend democratic rights, basic democratic rights, via the question of Palestine. Our democracy is defended by also the Palestinian resistance. It seems to be a contradiction, but this is important because we want to be free to say no to genocide. Never again for all. We need to tell this to the people, and they try to ban us. So this is the struggle for democratic rights to defeat this authoritarian drive is a very important element of our struggle to build an overall opposition, in the end, anti-imperialist and anti-capitalist, to bring those governments down, and not only governments, the regimes, the European regimes. So this is the second element I want to mention and show how much the Palestinian questions put into movement our societies. The third thing, this was touched in the morning on Russia, is the quest for peace. No, this conference is seeking peace in the Middle East, seeking peace in the world. Seeking peace in the world, because what those people do in the US, in Europe, they, in order to defend the American empire, they make genocide and war across the world. We see this every day, and most of our Europeans don't want this. They want peace. So we are building the party of peace, the alliance of peace. Many parties, maybe the wrong word because we are not, did not reach that far, but a big alliance for peace, and that means against NATO's war on Russia. This is very important, and here comes a problem, because many different milieus involved. Many pro-Palestinians are also pro-Muslim, but pro-Russians, for many reasons, are often against Muslim. So what we do? It's not so easy to bring this together, but we have no other choice. We just try to put them together and build coalitions to fight for the common interest. And we in Austria, we have a specific thing that from the Second World War we have a constitution which stipulates neutrality, which means no war on Russia, peace with Russia, because Russia liberated us, so we should not make again war on them. And this defense of neutrality, which means also not to be part of NATO, has a huge support in population. And this is our shield. Some Palestinians do not understand this, because how you can be neutral in the face of genocide. But it's another question, is to soften or to go against the imperialist drive of US imperialism, of all European Union following US imperialism. So this is the third very, very important point of rebuilding a serious antagonistic opposition in Western countries. And I want to, because Islam called it party Gaza. Okay, it's less than that. It was a coalition. But what it shows is that by the ticket of the Palestinian question, we ran for parliament. Okay, we did not succeed, it was not in the possibility, but we put the question in society. And in many other countries, it's far ahead. Look to Great Britain, look to France, look to Spain in a specific way, where the government even took over the Palestinian, pro-Palestinian position. With the Palestinian question, you can help to build a real opposition. And look to Italy. Or in some places, even it's connected to the social question, where originally the left comes from, that in order to change the inequality, they also fuse it with the Palestinian question. So you understand how this gives blood to our struggle, the Palestinian resistance. So each other, we support each other. We, the Palestinian resistance, the Palestinian resistance, us. And I come to the end by saying, okay, we rebuild opposition in our countries. And at the same time, what we really need is this global or Middle East global alliance to defend peace and to support resistance. And by doing this, we solve a lot of problems. For example, these splits, many splits. Now you spoke of Shia, Sunni split, we have Muslim, secularists, this type of alliance will help to overcome these splits, to build unity in diversity. Unity in diversity to bring down American imperialism. This is something which is not so easy, and there will be many steps and many back and forth, but it is what we need to go, and the next step will be to join the multipolar order, which will help us to continue the democratic struggle against imperialism and for a more just world. Thanks.
Thank you,